blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Crate Entertainment, but more excitingly we are headed to Grim Dawn's newest expansion. As they put it, we're going to peek behind the curtain and take a look at a couple enemies you are going to be encountering in this new Grim Dawn expansion. Now, I have been saying over and over again, it is the golden age of action RPGs. I am so excited for 2024. Not only do we have a new Grim Dawn expansion, we have Last Epoch 1.0. We've got Torchlight Infinite dropping multiplayer. We have a new D4 expansion. We have PoE 2 in some form of beta. We have Titan Quest 2. There is just so much we are going to be able to play, and I'm excited for it. Not to mention, potentially No Rest for the Wicked, the new action RPG from Moon Studios. So let's check out what is going on with this Grim Misadventure 177. Should be a pretty short video. Welcome back to Grim Misadventures. 2024 is nearly upon us, so we thought it would make for a nice end-of-year treat to give you a peek behind the proverbial curtain. We are busy assembling another exciting expansion for you, teeming with new areas, items, and monsters for you to explore, loot, and slaughter, hopefully in that order. As you can imagine, anything resilient enough to endure the bitter cold of Astakarn's peaks is not going to be a pushover, so let us take a look at a couple of these western denizens, starting with rock. And I really like the way they explain these enemies, okay? And they leave you with a little carrot. They give you a little carrot here. Tread carefully as you ascend the frozen glaciers and keep an eye on the skies, for the predator seeking to turn you into its next meal may not be right in front of you. See, so instead of running straight, you gotta look up. The rock's massive Aryan creatures with a wingspan that easily dwarfs a human readily pick off stragglers in animal herds or unweary travelers. Now, when you look at these, there's going to be two different versions. So I think they said this is Storm and this is Frost, something like that. These various birds come in two Frost and Storm elemental affinities they can use to subdue their prey. Now listen to this. Okay, here is the carrot. Legends speak of a glorious rock for whom the very winds of Astrakan change their course. What that tells you is, yes, there are frost and storm birds you're going to have to fight, but know that at some point you're going to come up of the boss of these. Like, come on. That's the carrot right there. And I got to say, from a visual, if this is even close to what it's going to look like in game, that's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Okay, Wally Rhino. Wally Rhino. No beast is more onerous than the Arcanian lands than the Wally Rhino. These animals sport a thick coat of fur and even thicker skin to shield them from not only the elements but also deadly predators. That is, of course, not their only form of defense. You'd be wise to not end up on the receiving end of one of their glorious horns. Check this out. This one is definitely more scary. This one is very spiky and kind of violet. Turning violet. But not even the mighty rhinos can resist the corruption that is spreading across Astrakan, threatening the land and its people. These mangy beasts suffer from the sinister illness that have left them permanently warped, but no less dangerous. This is, of course, just the beginning. As we dive into the Fangs of Astrakan next year, you will learn about the up-and-coming Berserker Mastery, Ascendancy modes, unique challenges, the Kern people, and more. Like knowing what is coming up next from Grim Dawn, check out back on 1/22/2024 for the next Grim Misadventure. Now, most people would not notice this. I like that they gave the date 01/2022/2024. Now, why is that date hilarious? I will show you. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that this is intentional. Right now, I'm at the login screen for Diablo 4. The Season of Blood ends January 23rd, 2024. And for Season 1, the day Season 1 ended, Season 2 began. And if they continue that, that means that the new season starts January 23rd, which means that they are releasing their communication one day ahead. That is hilarious. That's the video. Grim Dawn, a little peek behind the curtain. 2 enemies coming to their latest expansion. Are you excited about this Grim Dawn expansion? Do you plan on playing it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I have earned it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 90 members that have signed up. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to support? And Patreon is it. We are doing our first Patreon game night, January 6th. Exclusive content. It is the best way. First link in the description. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.